All right, guys, so check this out. I had a bunch of people asking me about this Primal truck body, C10 truck body from Primal. Uh, and I'm going to show you guys how to build this real quick. It's real simple design. Of course, you're going to have to buy the wing on the rear, but it's real easy. All right, so let's get at it. All right, guys, so here we are. Here's the Floyd Vick chassis. This is the 5th scale, not the quarter scale, 5th scale. All right, real simple how this thing is going to be done. Let me get the bodies are here. Like I said, these come, I think you can buy the front piece by itself, but I have the front and then there's the rear right there. The only one you really need to work on is just the rear, really. You don't even need to cut. Now, before I send my bodies off, I always try and get an idea of how this thing's gonna fit on here. So I got my setup board, gives me a nice flat surface. I guess you could do this out, you can do it on the floor or something like that, but I like working, being elevated up. It allows me to get into it and just do it, right? So as you can see, this thing pretty much takes up the whole car, right? Now, like I said, I like doing this when it's clear, because these body posts here, you can see exactly where you need to be at for it. So I can mark those out on both sides, and once I center it, like I said, here's the center here, we'll come down and center it right in here. We'll get exactly where it needs to be. All right, then all we got to do is take this piece, and you can see I've already marked on here how much we cut out. All right, real simple, 3 3/8 of an inch on one side, same thing on the other, and this thing should bolt right up. Right on the outside of this thing, because as you can see how far it is away, and that should bolt straight up. All right, so what I did was from the end of the bumper to the end of the body, you got about, let's see, about an inch. Same on this side. Kind of hard to see, but it is about an inch. And that way you can see exactly where you need to mark for your holes for your body, so you can get this thing sitting exactly where it needs to be. All right, so we got a little mark right there, and a mark right there. All we do is drill those out, and then we can set this body exactly where it needs to be. All right, so we got them poking through. Now, eventually I will make these a little bit bigger, and I'll put those HPI or the MCD, the rubber retaining clips, so you can just keep the body pin lanyard to it. But for now, I got it sitting right here, perfect where it needs to be. Sitting right in the middle of the body. And then we are going to test fit this rear piece. All right, and then we have sitting up on here, and as you can see, this is right here we're cutting it, and you kind of see behind there where the other actual front part is, and it'll line up perfect, just like that. So 3 3, so the inch here, cut this off on both sides, and then back here, I cut it out right along this, just to get that air out of the back of the body. All right, so we got that cut off now, right? So we're basically just gonna line up the cut edge with this right here, this little edge that's in the front body section of it. Then when we do that, this will overlap. The bed rails will overlap, and you can see right here, this needs to be edged up to go around this little lip right here, and it should slide right down inside there. You can get a better picture of that. Like I said, we'll mark that up right there, and then we'll have it slide right down inside that. Same thing on that side. All right, let me cut this section right here, and show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so that's how we're gonna cut it here. Like I said, always start, shallow, and then work your way up to what you need. We got it marked here, and we got it marked on the other side too. All right, so we got the back all cut out. Like I said, these are all just rough cuts. I'll take a Dremel and smooth all that out before I send it off to paint. Same thing here, rough cuts. All right, we just want to get this thing sitting on here how it's supposed to be sitting. You already see that stance. It looks vicious. So we got this all lined up. Got it lined up right there. And now we gotta mark holes for this thing, for this body. And the holes are already here. You know what I mean? What needs to be, you know, drilled or whatever. We'll just have to arch right here after we get the holes drilled in. And then we'll mark out where to cut out for the wheel arches so that we don't slice into our foams. And we got a tonneau cover we got to put on here, or bed cover, whatever you want to call it, to you know, support with the body mounts. Real simple, real simple. So let me get these holes laid out, marked out, and then you know, we'll get that bolted in temporarily, and then we can actually see where this thing goes at. Then we get a measurement for the tonneau cover, and we should be good. All right, so we got one marked out here, one marked out down there, and then we traced out where we need to cut for the wheel arch. That's it. Do the same thing on the other side, we're good to go. All right, so we got the holes drilled out, we got the arch cut, you know, just so it's out of the way. And I got these little small, I think these are M6s, M6 bolts with washers, just to hold it for now. All right, I'll find something better for it. I think I got some button cap heads that I use for the other rust bucket body. But these will just hold it just in place so I can get my marks that I need to cut for the wheel arches. Figure out where I need to cut for here on both sides. And give me my measurement for the actual tonneau cover, or actually this will be a wood bed on here. So now I'm not sure if I'm gonna run this pipe next season or not, but I may have to come up, I don't know, if we get the bigger pipe, we may have to come up a little higher, maybe have to arch just a little bit, cut that a little bit or something. Not sure yet, not sure how we're gonna do it yet, but we definitely need something to go across here to support the body. So let me get these bolts on here to get this thing sitting where it needs to be. All right, so now we got this thing looking like something. It's looking like a C10 for sure now. Went from a long bed to a short bed. All right, so now you can see exactly where you need to arch this up. Like I said, it will be sitting a little bit higher, but the foam does like to expand a little bit. So, you know, I'll cut it back to about right here and over here somewhere and do the same thing on this side. And then I'll get a measurement for what I need to cut for this. And we're good, man. Like I said, we'll send this off to my man Barry up in Long Island, Barry Gamble, and he'll put his fresh paint on it. So let me mark these out, and I'll cut that out. Then we'll do like a little overview of what we had to do for this thing. All right, guys. So here it is, man. We got it all setting up on there. We got it cut right here. I just got these some lights that I got just holding up to keep it up off the cut edge off of the foam from cutting on the foam. But yeah, it looks good. We're here now. I got the measurement for the back tonneau cover. That's 14 inch by 15 inch. I'm even gonna order that off Amazon because I thought I had another piece, but I don't. But so I need to either order that, or my man CEO said he got a piece that might work for it. But that's it, man. We're gonna get this thing taken back apart and shipped back to Barry Gamble, and let you guys see it when the body come back with paint. See what rust bucket gonna look like. So Barry Gamble gonna put his thing on, that's for sure. And you know, be ready to run. Clean up these edges and get this thing ready for paint. All right, man. It's your boy Crucial RC. Lance, man. I'll see y'all on the next one. Out.